สวัสดีค่ะ I'm Sandy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be talking about how to speak English fluently like a native speaker. And today we have our special guest, Alexandra Regina. Yay!
So my name's Alexandra. I'm from Australia. So yeah, I'm here to just help out with English.
My name is Regina and I'm from Thailand.
When we're talking about how to be fluent like a native speaker, we have a native speaker here in real life for the first time. First of all, I want to ask, do you think it is possible for us as a non-native speaker to be as fluent as a native speaker?
Yeah, I think it's possible. For example, like my dad, he lived in Thailand for like a very long time and then he moved to Australia, studied there, worked there, and then over time he's learnt to speak English like very Australian accent. He understands Australian slang and he can use it with other people. So yeah, I think it is possible.
I don't think it's impossible, but it would take quite some time and a lot of practices.
As long as you have enough practice, then it should be possible. For the non-native speakers, we must understand what makes someone a native speaker. We compare to ourselves as the Thai native speaker. We kind of think in Thai and also speak in Thai so fluently. It just came out of our mind. Is it the same with the English native speakers?
When you speak English, do you feel like you have to think of what to say or do you think of how to say it?
I need to think both because I'm a non-native.
For me, I just think of what I want to say, but I don't think of how to say it since it just naturally just comes out.
You're not thinking like about the grammar, the words?
No, not at all. It just comes out. I think the same with Thai. Like when you speak Thai, it just comes out. You just think of what to say and you just say it.
Yeah. For Thai people, if we want to be as fluent as you, maybe we need a different strategy. Regina will be explaining to us because this is actually her idea.
There are like 3 main stages. The first one is when you've just started learning English. So whenever you're trying to say something in English, you have to think about it in Thai first. Then you translate it in your brain and then you speak it in English after. The next stage is where English is both in your input and output. You don't have to translate it because you are kind of more familiar. So you can just, kind of think about it in English before you say things. The next stage, which is what most of you should aim for, you don't have to think about, most things before speaking at all. Input is basically kind of empty. Your output is basically English. These stages are very important to understand because if, say, you're in the first stage, you can't just wake up and become as fluent as the third. So it's important that you understand each stages and that you know which one you're in so that you can work from it afterwards.
To summarize, the first stage for Thai people is you know the word in Thai, then you translate and then finally speak in English. The second stage, you know the word in English right away and then you say it in English. But the third stage is very similar to what Alex explained. It's so natural that you might not have to think that much at all. And just like Regina said, we should all aim for that highest stage if you want to be as fluent as her. I want to invite each of us to, give some tips and tricks on how to be fluent as much as possible, like a native speaker.
Be in the environment where native speakers are around you. I tend to see a lot of Thai people travel overseas to try and learn English, but instead they surround themselves with Thai people overseas, so they don't end up learning English like the native way. They learn the way Thai people have learned English. A really good tip would be to surround yourself with English native speakers, because then you'll be able to adapt and learn. You might learn some slang as well. Yeah, that's how you become native, I reckon.
So my trick is to actually trick yourself into thinking that you're an actor or actress who's being filmed for an English-speaking movie. You have to act like you're a native speaker, right? The way they speak, their accent, you have to kind of pretend. And the more you practice it with this mindset, the more you are like very familiar with how the native speaks, and then it'll eventually become, more natural and, unconscious. So it's basically faking it till you make it.
The last tip I would like to give you all is to, not give up in practicing English. Be consistent with your English practicing. Do it every day. Find some friends to talk like what we're doing here. Find a nice English speaking community, and it's gonna be very nice for you all to practice English for a long time. I think that's it for today. So thank you, Alex, and also thank you, Regina, for joining us today. Bye. Regina, bye.